evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tex Messages Resurrected. I'm the parasite of the show, Rick Tex. We're glad to have you here joining us. We thank you. We salute you. We're honored to have you joining us in your homes this evening. Now, one of the things that have been going on a little bit lately is that it's starting to become more apparent to me the level of disrespect and how frequent and to the magnitude that I'm slapping you, the ladies and gentlemen, home on the face with these broadcasts. So what we're going to do in the very near future, yeah, we're working on sound quality and content quality and all that good fun stuff. But we're going to go ahead and take a few big swings at it. Hey, it's not going to happen tomorrow or the day after or maybe even not early next week. But pretty soon we're going to be making some fairly large changes. Like for example, we're going to try to, rather than just recording it on camera, we're going to just go ahead and try to plug it into the OBS studio, and then we got a microphone, and then the camera will try to record it onto there, and then see what happens based off of that. So we're going to go ahead and try that in the very near future, but one of the problems that you have with that is you need to either, you could theoretically have the computer right in the middle here, and then as long as you have a USB cable long enough to reach it, it would work out. Which from a convenience standpoint, it wouldn't be that heavy. But what we're probably going to do is have to have these USB repeaters. So, just something we're going to have to order, and it'll come in time. And then, of course, there'll be a lot of experimentation when it does arrive. So, the fact of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to make some big swings at this because I feel like I owe you guys an apology. The people that have actually been disrespected enough to listen to the show. So I'm just telling you right now, we're definitely gonna put the hammer down and make some needed modifications. Yeah, you can call them changes and everything too, but by and large, it's just trying to make the show decent. Yeah, now it's just horrible. It's the worst show, the lowest rated YouTube talk show. It's a deserved moniker, but the fact we're gonna try to bring that to at least listenable, and that starts with good sound quality. The video quality is not a huge deal. The green screen, yeah, it's cute and funny and everything, and it'll maybe get a click here and there or something like that, and you might enjoy it or whatever the case may be. But, we will probably start doing video on video at some point too, so there's also that to consider. Because, see, I haven't actually recorded video and audio on OBS Studio. The only thing we've recorded is a screen and audio. I haven't recorded from a camera. So hell, maybe the software with the insanely expensive camera won't even work with the software on the junk we have on the desktop computer. So there's also that to consider, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of moving parts here, but the fact of the matter is we're going to try to eradicate the wrongs that we've done for you, the ladies and gentlemen at home. We've been doing this this is actually the 100th episode. It's January 28, 2019. It's minus 15 Fahrenheit outside. So at this 100th episode, normally, see, when we first started out on this voyage, I thought, okay, if we get to 100 episodes, and then it'll be great again, and, Elk River will be great again, St. Cloud will be great again, Minnesota will be great again. But the fact of the matter is, it's actually worked the opposite. You that has had the unfortunates of hearing and bearing witness to this show have basically taken witness to nothing but a complete, total disaster. And we're going to hopefully fix that in the very near future. Like I said, it's not going to happen overnight though, so if tomorrow night you tune in and it's not fixed yet, it'll take a little bit of time and resources and luck too, good health, and God willing. So there's a lot of things that need to go right, but we're just going to try to do what we can do to make things go right. So we made decent steps from where we started, but not where we need to be going. Because the reality is, normally it would have been prudent to get at least a baseline of good quality and exactly what people are looking for. So even though the last 100 shows have probably been nothing but a detriment to, basically the reputation from thenceforth on, it does illustrate though that if you just put out garbage with poor sound quality and poor content and this bad speaker and everything like that, you aren't going to tune in for good reason. So what that means is not only do we have to improve on some of the characteristics that we're lacking on, which is about 100% of them, we also have to make some 180-degree adjustments to the direction of the show. Oh yeah, as far as the topics of discussion, it still probably will focus mostly on health-related topics. I mean, if you want to talk politics or religion or sports or anything like that, there's a lot of people out there, InfoWars is one example, that are more than willing and have the aptitude to speak to that. The only reason why I speak to health is because it's something that I basically deal with every single day, so I have a heightened sensitivity to it, and I think a lot of other people are probably in a similar boat like that as well. So it's sort of a mutual agreement here. I mean, yeah, occasionally we will, maybe we'll add in some comedy here and there to make things hilarious and whatever. And yeah, but for the most part, it'll be serious discussions. It's not going to be the rainbows, ponies, and unicorns. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that was a bit longer of an on-air production meeting than was what was intended. But so one of the things we wanted to discuss today is anxiety, and four things that can potentially cause it. Now, like many things in life, there's a lot of moving parts that go into anxiety. For example, this place that I live at now, it has a well pump. Every time that well pump goes off in wintertime, it's like my heart skips a beat, my parasympathetic state starts to heighten because I'm concerned that possibly there's broken pipe somewhere, or maybe a toilet's leaking or something like that. So that causes anxiety. If you're living in some coffin apartment, you don't have to worry about any maintenance, nothing like that. It'll probably lessen your anxiety. Or if you lease a vehicle or somebody else maintains your vehicle. A lot of things go into that. If you have a short travel commute, that reduces anxiety. If you can walk to work, that absolutely reduces anxiety. Biking to work, definitely. Plus, it's healthier. And then above and beyond that, it's just eating healthy and drinking healthy. Good food, clean water with magnesium, calcium, and not all the contaminations and atrazine in it. So, according to this article, the 4 things that can help anxiety, or the 4 things that cause it: excessive alcohol and caffeine. See, if you're in an environment where you feel you need to drink caffeine to get your energy level up, it's likely the environment that's the problem, not the lack of caffeine. Now, yeah, a cup of coffee here and there, or a thing of dark chocolate, and maybe one energy drink or something, it's probably fine. But chances are pretty good if the requirements of the job require whacking down 3 or 4 energy drinks a day, or 5 or 6 Mountain Dews, or 5 cups of coffee a day, it's probably a bold strategy to perhaps consider an environmental change or career change or something like that. Because long term, what caffeine does is it contributes to bone loss, brittle bone disease. It's an addiction. You can get addicted to it, of course. And if you drink it too late or consume it too late, yeah, you stay up and everything. And then you get jitters, and it's just one of those things you don't really want to be addicted to. Now, yeah, you see a lot of research articles that say, oh, it's healthy, it improves your brain function. And it probably does in moderation. But to use it just to function and to get through the day, then you may have a problem. And then, of course, alcohol. Yeah, a little bit of red wine here and there. It's supposedly great for people and all that good fun stuff. One of the things definitely contributes to anxiety: not enough sleep. Generally, the focus is 7 to 8 hours a night. Sleep loss triggers the same brain mechanisms that make us anxious in the first place. Now, and then if you have chronic pain and things like that too, not getting enough sleep will definitely contribute to that. No problem. No denying that. One of the things that also contributes to anxiety, spending too much time online. Now, if you're just wasting time looking at Facebook pictures or looking at horrible 10-minute YouTube talk shows, then that's probably going to create a lot of anxiety. Just get up, get active, and if you're at work and you don't have anything better to do, yeah, then 10-minute horrible talk shows are probably the way to go. Another thing is avoiding social situations or self-criticism. Now, self-criticism is something that we've gotten kind of used to on this talk show. But avoiding social situations, yeah, it's a bit of a challenge to interact with specific people, but in the long run, it's almost always better. You may notice that, say you're in an environment or you're by yourself somewhere, you're alone, you're not really communicating with people, and then you get in a conversation with somebody for 10, 20, 30 minutes, and you're feeling pretty good for hours after that, after the residual effect of interacting with other human beings. So, I mean, humans are by nature social creatures. So once you start to figure out your natural tendencies, and for humans, for everybody, communicating is such. Even for autistic people, it's good to at least try to get some semblance of communication amongst one another. Yeah, some people consume alcohol to be able to socialize it, and that's if that works for you and you can do it in moderation, then why not? But the fact of the matter is, yeah, trying to establish a good social skill set is definitely something that would avoid anxiety. I mean, think about it this way. Say you work all week and then you got the weekend, and then the weekend you have nothing planned because you don't have any friends and nobody wants to hang out with you. That's going to create a lot of anxiety because you're not really putting that work into achieving anything, or there's no wind down period. It's just work, work, work all the time and then do nothing, which sort of eliminates the purpose of working in the first place. So, to do a quick recap, ladies and gentlemen, to avoid anxiety, a couple things that can avoid it. If you do all four of these things, it's not a guarantee that you'll avoid it entirely. Avoid excessive alcohol and caffeine. Make sure you sleep 7 to 8 hours a night. Nothing is really worth compromising your sleep over. Some people can do it, but by and large, the average person, 7 to 8 hours. Avoiding social situations is self-criticism. Generally, you want to be involved with social situations. Now, as some of us got problems where we're overly annoying, that's definitely something that would have to be fixed. And then, try not to self-criticize yourself too much. We're all a little bit different. We're all unique in our own way, shape, or form. I mean, hell, even Michael Phelps, 30-time gold medalist, said he went through bouts of self-deprecation and all that too. And spending too much time online. Of course, you want to limit that. There's a lot of reasons why sitting in front of a computer is unhealthy, or on your phone. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. We'll be ready for part 2 in a little bit here. Thank you.